Good morning, everyone. Welcome back to Getting Out of Bed with Micah, where I take you along with me on my journey as I grow in discipline through getting up early and starting my day off in a productive, successful way. So today it is Saturday. I got up at like 10 today because last night I didn't get to bed till like 4. And so I felt like it would be stupid to get up earlier than that when I didn't have to for any reason. So yeah, I was helping my sister and a friend move last night, so that was super fun. But then we just kind of like hung out afterwards. Um, but yeah, so today I've got I've got a thing going on. Got a summer after party today. Is what it's called. But it's people hanging out and everything, just chilling. Labor Day weekend and all that. No work on Monday. Eat, eat. But anyway, so I had the greatest thing happen last night. You may not find this as great as I did, but I thought it was wonderful. So I was going to pick up a friend last night to go help move and everything. Um, and I pick him up, and he's like walking down the road. So like I pick him up, and then I've got to like pull into a driveway to like turn around and come out. And so I pull into the driveway, and there's a car coming. And so, like, I don't know about y'all, but for me, like, every time I'm in this situation, I have this thought in my head, and I'm like, wouldn't it be so crazy if, like, this driveway that I pulled in to turn around, it just happened to be the driveway that this car that I'm waiting for to go by is trying to get into? Like, that would be the most awkward, amusing experience. And it never happens because, that just doesn't happen. But last night it did. Like I pull in this driveway, me and my boys in there and everything, and I'm like, oh, I'm gonna just wait for this guy to go by or whatever, because I don't like having to pull out and and blah 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 while someone's coming. But so I'm like, I'm just waiting for him to go by, and the person comes up and just stops, and I'm like, oh my goodness, I'm in their driveway. This is wonderful. I've always wanted that to happen. Anyway, that might be weird, but that's okay. It was a great experience for me. But yeah, so what jumped out at me in my Bible reading today, reading in Luke chapter 11, we see here towards the end that Jesus is going to have a meal with a Pharisee, and he doesn't wash his hands. And the Pharisee is kind of sitting there thinking, this fool ain't washed his hands. What is he doing? Um, and, Holy Spirit kind of shows Jesus what he's thinking. And Jesus is like, you wash the outside of your dishes, but the inside is dirty and full of wickedness. And he's kind of relating this to the guy's life. And I kind of love this point here that he makes of the human tendency to want to make the outside of our lives look really nice and fancy and okay, and everything's great, and we're doing well, and we're this great person, and we're doing the right things, and blah, 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 blah. But we tend to want to care less about the inside or focus less on the inside because it's not what people see. And we're always trying to or I know I can sometimes be wanting to make myself look better to others because, we just want to look good to people. But when it comes down to it, our life and the quality of our lives is completely fueled by what we are on the inside and who we are as a person on the inside. And so when we focus our lives on trying to make the exterior look good, then our lives are empty and full of nothing because we haven't taken care of ourselves internally. And so, kind of to shift the priority and the focus of life to the inside and who am I, and what are my actual issues, and let's take a minute to be self-aware and to be honest with ourselves and see where we're actually at, and then not only with ourselves but then to connect with other people, because we need the input of others, and that thing that's inside, that emptiness, or that issue, or that insecurity or whatever that is damaging us internally, someone else may have the answer for that we need. And so being willing to be seen in our struggle. I feel like it's a lot of, it's not the only thing that he's talking about here. As you read on, he goes into a bunch of different other things and all of that. And it was, really cool. But one of the sides of this, I feel like, is to be willing to be seen in the struggle. and I find it to be, easy for us to want to hide our struggle and show our success. But I think we'd be a lot better off if we kind of flipped the script on that. And yeah, it's great when people can see our successes, we can celebrate together. But if we're not willing to be open and honest about our struggle, then our struggles will become worse because we need each other to get through them. And if we're not willing to be honest with ourselves, then we can't deal with what we're dealing with. So yeah, I thought that was really cool. Great reminder for me. Loved that. But yeah, so that'll be it for today's Getting Out of Bed with Micah. Thank you so much for watching. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and hit the little bell if you want to be notified when I post. And always remember that you are important, that you are valuable, that you matter, that Jesus loves you, and so do I. And I'll see you next time. Toodaloo. Bye.